everyone, so today I'm going to go ahead and do my Back to the Basics series. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I've been planning this, and sorry for the lack of videos. If you haven't seen my March favorites, I go into detail about with the house stuff and why I haven't had a lot of videos. But as soon as we do move into the house, I plan on doing 2 videos a week, one Back to the Basics series and then one for makeup tutorials for just anybody, more advanced people, for beginners, doesn't really matter, just for everyone out there. But Back to the Basics series is, you can learn something new if you're an advanced person, and then you can learn a whole lot if you're a beginner also. So pretty much we're just going to be breaking stuff down. Today we're going to do skincare and primers. I feel like both of those I can get into one video. Skincare is going to be a little bit longer than primers, just because primers is kind of self-explanatory. But skincare, I want to just let you know on everything, explain it, knock it down into details, and yeah, elaborate on it pretty much. So yeah, other than that, I don't think I have anything else to tell you guys, so we're just going to jump in this video. So first we're going to go ahead and jump into skincare. There's a lot to talk about in skincare, but I'm just pretty much going to be telling you the stuff that I recommend. You don't have to do this full blown out routine. You can pick and choose on what you need for your skin type, but I'm just giving you options and examples of what these products do for your skin. I think skincare products are amazing, and they are so important in your makeup routine, or your skincare, or your skin routine in general. My mom has been using skincare products since she was 22, and she is in her mid-50s right now. She does not look her age. She has never looked her age. She hardly has any wrinkles. I mean, she's taking so good care of her skin. It's amazing. So yeah, I think skincare routine is super, super important. I just want to elaborate on that, of how important it is. So first off, you want to get into what type of skin that you have. You want to know what kind you have. Rather it be dry, where your skin is clearly dry, normal, where it's not really dry or oily, combo skin, which personally for me, and then I know of other people, is usually more drier on the outside of the face and more oily in the middle, where you're just powder and foundation, whatever you have on the face, just breaks up more, where you do look greasy and shiny and stuff like that. And then oily, it's pretty much just all over the face. But I do have combo skin, so yeah. The products needed, I'm going to be reading off this just because I do not want to leave anything out, any products, I don't want to forget them. So the first thing I recommend is a cleanser, and that's just going to pretty much remove any debris, any makeup, any bacteria or oil on your face in general. It's going to get rid of all of that and just clean it for you pretty much. The next thing is a toner. Now cleansers can kind of leave your skin levels unbalanced, so you need to put a toner after that to kind of even out your skin levels. It's also gonna like smooth and soften your skin a lot and pretty much just calm down everything. I know after I cleanse on my cheeks, it's a little bit tighter feeling, I guess, and a toner just kind of lets that go, and yeah, if you understand that. Next is an exfoliant, bleh. That's gonna remove any buildup, dead skin cells, anything on your skin really, but mostly it's gonna remove dead skin cells. I think that's just gross talking about, but exfoliator is my favorite part of my routine. I feel like my skin is so refreshing, or feels so refreshed after I exfoliate. It's amazing. That is my favorite part of the routine. Next is an acne treatment. Now, me personally, I don't have a lot of acne, so I just do spot treatments when I need to, but other than that, I don't usually use an acne treatment. But if you have acne prone skin, I do highly recommend that you use something, or even if you have rosacea, redness on the cheeks, use something to kind of calm that redness down. Next is a skin lightening treatment. I do this underneath my eyes. I have an eye brightener mask from Glam Glow, and that kind of brightens underneath my eyes a lot better, because since I do have such dark under eye circles. But if you have any discoloration or sunspots that you want to brighten up on your face, then you can use a whole skin brightening treatment. Hi.
Hey.
What are you doing?
I'm drinking.
Oh yeah? Next is an anti-aging treatment. I absolutely love these. Again, how my mom used them since she was in her 20s. I highly, highly recommend it. I just think that it's going to be helping your skin to look better and healthy for the for a longer period of time. And next up is a moisturizer. That's just going to moisturize your face. I know some treatments, especially with all these treatments, that they can leave your skin a little bit on the drier side or the tighter side, if you understand what I mean with getting tighter in the middle. I don't know if that's just me. But it's just going to moisturize your skin, and I love moisturizers. For daytime use, I usually like a thin to medium consistency, so it's not super thick, because one time I did get one too thick, and it kind of pretty much showed through my makeup all day. It didn't ever soak into my skin enough. And then at nighttime, I typically use a lot thicker one to last all night and really moisturize. Also with moisturizers, at nighttime, with the thicker moisturizer, I do use an eye cream. I do not use it for daytime use, just for nighttime. So that's another option if you want to get rid of any dehydration lines underneath your eyes. That's the main purpose of why I use mine. They have eye brightening ones as well, anti-aging. I mean, they have a million eye creams, so it's just your personal preference. And also, I forgot one, serums. I have not used a serum in a really long time, just because I already have so much stuff to my skincare routine already. But yes, you can also use serums. So that's pretty much it on skincare. I mean, I'm just giving you guys options and what certain products do. In the order that I named everything off, that is in the order that I use, besides the acne treatment one and the serum. That's the only two that I don't use, since I do just spot treat when I do have just random pops of breakouts, I guess. And serums I just haven't used in a really long time, but that's just the order that I use them. Other than that, right after your moisturizer, you're going to prime your face and get ready for your makeup. And yeah, we're on our journey with this series. So for primers, I'm not going to read anything off, like I'm not scripting this or anything. I just want to make sure I don't forget anything. But with primers, it's pretty much just self-explanatory. Primers help your skin just smooth out, covers up any lines you have on your face, wrinkles, even helps with acne where it's not so textured and bumped up on the skin. It pretty much just gives your face an even canvas to work off of. Just really smooths out your skin, fills in anything that it needs to be filled in. Lines, wrinkles, etc. So I'm going to be showing you some products. I mean, I'm not going to have every single primer on the market for drugstore and high-end. I'm just going to show you the primers that I use, because there are a lot of primers out there. They do have primers, again, for your skin type. Rather you have dry skin or oily skin, that's usually the two that they focus around the most. A lot of them are for all skin types, so it doesn't really matter what skin type you have, but some are aimed towards dry skin or oily skin, combo skin. I mean, you just got to figure out your skin type and what works best for you. If you have oily skin or combo skin, I recommend an oil-free primer, and then with normal, I mean, you're pretty much okay. You don't have dry or oily. You can pretty much use any primer you want. But this first primer is the MAC Prep and Prime Skin Base. Love this stuff. Now, it does have glitter in it. I mean, little specks of glitter. They are so tiny. Again, if you watched my February favorites, I'll go ahead and link that down below. But, yeah, I was kind of skeptical about it at first, but then now, completely okay with it. I mean, you can't really see it through your makeup. I'm gonna have it on today, and you can't see glitter all over my face. So it's a really, really nice base. It really evens everything out. This next one is the Benefit Dr. Feelgood. I don't know if they have this anymore. I haven't seen it for a while, but I pretty much had the same one this whole time, because I just kind of rotate between my primers, and I have quite a bit out of it, probably about half, I want to say. But, yeah, I'm going to read this on the back just so then you know what this does. I don't really hear a lot of people talk about that a lot. But, this is an invisible refiner, blends with vitamin C, helps to smooth away the appearance of fine lines while leaving skin feeling and looking more silky, flawless, and matte to the touch. It's colorless, weightless, miracle worker. So, it says how to pat and smooth over makeup or under makeup with the accompanying sponge. Or simply wear it alone. So most primers you can wear alone. Typically we wear under our makeup, but some of them do say that you can wear it over. I don't suggest that. So next up, this is another MAC product. This is the Strobe Cream, and this is for a more dewy finish. Again, they have more matte finishes of primers, just like they have matte finishes of makeup. And they have a matte finish for primers. So if you have oily skin and you like a matte look, then I suggest that you go for a more mattifying foundation. But if it has anything with Lumi in it, or dewy, glowing, anything like that, that's going to be for dewiness. And I personally have combo skin. Hi, Lil. I personally have combo skin, so I still do like dewy. It's just your personal preference, honestly. But this is the Strobe Cream. Absolutely love it. It gives you that glow from within. So even if you want a matte look or a semi-matte look, you can put a dewy primer underneath your foundation and a more matte foundation. So then your face isn't completely flat. You still have that matte foundation where you're not super duper shiny. But then you do have that little glow from the dewy primers. It's just your personal preference, honestly. I'm just giving you options. So my daughter Lillian's in here. She's playing with her car. So sorry if you're hearing like random noise or anything. This next one is the Benefit POREfessional. I've talked about this a lot on my channel. Absolutely love this. Now, this is a primer that's worked around filling in your pores. I personally have bigger pores on my cheeks and nose area, and I tend not to mix this with other primers. I've just noticed recently that if I do wear this with a primer, or maybe it was just the one that I picked, that like it creates black little dots where I have it. Like, I don't know if it was just the one I chose. I think I paired these two together that did it. Maybe it just wasn't a good combo. It was just a one-day thing. Sorry. I also have mattifying ones that you can put just in your T-zone and nether all over your face, but this is based around pores and filling them in. So if you have big pores or you just don't like your pores, want them more invisible and smooth and smaller, then I highly, highly recommend this. There are a drugstore one on the market. I think it's by Maybelline, and yeah, that one I've heard decent reviews on, but I don't think anything compares to this, honestly. So next up for drugstore, I have 3.
And this is the L'Oreal Revitalift Miracle Blur.
And this is the oil-free kind. So this is what I'm talking about when you want to get stuff that is aimed for your skin type. Now, the other one, I don't know if it's the same packaging or not, but it's not oily or oil-free. So it's based around people that have normal to dry skin. But this one purposely says oil-free. This is good for combo and oily skin users. But this is amazing. I bought another one for my makeup kit. It is just amazing. Especially for a drugstore primer. It just smooths over any wrinkles, any fine lines. I highly, highly recommend this if you're looking for a cheaper alternative to high-end primers if you're just starting out with makeup. And no way when you're in starting out makeup you have to get high-end stuff. I've been slowly building my collection more and more, or saving to get stuff. So, I mean, that's why I'm giving you high-end and low-end alternatives, just your personal preference and your budgeting and everything like that. This next one is, well, all 3 of these are by L'Oreal. I'm sorry. That's just what the ones that I have. You can always look at different ones. I do have some hard candy ones that I haven't used in a while. Those are good. Again, they have ones that give you a dewy finish and a mattifying finish, or just a normal primer. So, but these are just my top primers. And this is the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Primer. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you've heard me talk about this a lot on my channel. Again, gives you a really dewy finish to your skin. And I'll go ahead and show a swatch, since I haven't showed a swatch of any of the dewy ones. But they are amazing. I love them. So I'm not going to blend this out all the way because I put way too much on my hand. But you can see how it reflects light. It's just amazing. I have the MAC Skin Base one underneath today, and oh man, I love the way it makes your skin look. Just personal preference, I like dewy skin. If you like matte skin, go for it. So this next one, also by L'Oreal, and it is the Perfecting Base. This is their original primer, I believe, and I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of that on my arm. And there it is right there. I'm just going to blend it out for you so you can kind of see the Perfecting Base, and that's the Lumi. I mean, you can completely tell when this one reflecting light and the other one not. So, yeah, it's just your personal preference if you want a mattifying one or a dewy, glowy look.
Like J-Lo.
I'm trying not to make this video forever long. If it is, forgive me. I can only edit so much. So my camera got full, so I had to go up or import them to my computer before I could jump onto eye primers. But anyway, I'm going to very quickly talk about eye primers, and then we'll be done with this series. So with eye primers, I typically put an eye primer on right after I'm done doing my face primer, just because I do my eyeshadow before I do my face makeup. If I'm doing very, very light eyeshadow or eye makeup period, then I will go ahead and do my eyes once I have my face makeup on, but it's just your personal preference. We'll get into that later. But just for eye primers, you can use a strictly just an eye primer that is completely clear. You can use ones that are more of a skin tone base, and this one is Max Painterly Paint Pot and Painterly. Now this is more if you have more pinky tone skin, and then they also have a soft ochre, which is more for people that have more yellow undertones to their skin. So it's just pretty much what you want to do. They also have eyeshadow bases. Now this isn't going to make your eyeshadow from stop creasing. If you really don't have that oily eyelids, then you really don't have to worry about an eye primer, but I typically use one regardless if my eyelids are more oily that day or not, just because of the fact I do not want my eyeshadow to crease. I don't want it to move. I want it to stay in place. So if you're not worried about your eyeshadow moving around or creasing or anything like that, if you have just normal skin or dry skin for that matter, this is the Maybelline Color Tattoo. You can get this in a million different colors just to enhance your eyeshadow base, or your eyeshadow that you're going to put on top of it. And this is in bold gold. They have 1.5 million different colors that you can use. I only have high-end eye primers, but you can always go in the drugstore and look of what drugstore ones that they found. Mine still crease. It's just what works best for you, honestly. But I will show you ones that I really, really, really do like and that I use quite often. Now this first one is again, the Max Painterly, or Paint Pot and Painterly. They do have another one in soft ochre. I don't really know if they have more than that, just because this is my shade. But yeah, you can go onto the MAC website. I always have it in the description box below. This next one is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. They also have one if you want to put glitter on your eyes at all to hold that better. But this is amazing. It doesn't crease. Again, it is clear, and I'll go ahead and show a light swatch of that because most of these are clear. So that is it on the hand. It's just a skin tone color pretty much, but it doesn't conceal anything on your hand at all. I mean, it is strictly just for making your eyeshadow stay. Again, personal preference. Now, with me, I have very pigmented eyelids, so I usually use a eye primer like one of these that are clear. I mean, any of these three, any of the drugstore that are clear. And then I put the Max Painterly Paint Pot on top of it to even out that redness and discoloration on my eyelids to give it a completely blank canvas to work with. This next one is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, and this is their new packaging. I do have an older one where like the tube actually comes out of this, but it's just a little squeezy tube. This is the one that I've been using the absolute most recently. This is their just original kind. I also have a few samples. I can't remember the names. I'll try to link them down below of their other kind. I know one's Eden, that is more yellowy. Again, they have them in all types. This next one is the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. Again, it's a clear eye primer, so if you have a lot of discoloration on your lids, then you'd probably have to use a more skin toned primer to put on top of it, or an eyeshadow base. So this concludes the Back to the Basics series for skincare and primers. If you have any other questions that I missed something, go ahead and leave a comment down below and I will be sure to answer you on that. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else to tell you guys besides about moving pretty much, and how it'll be like kind of sketchy the next couple weeks until we move in, because it's just a waiting game right now. We can move in at any time, but the latest by April 17th. So yeah, other than that, I don't think that's it, besides new background and stuff. So super excited for that. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.